from what you have mentioned, the two cases,
Yes.
are you saying that if it's because of a country's government's interference or assistance in supporting the case, you get different treatment, the outcome becomes different?
Absolutely. It's absolutely true. What I've said is absolutely true. I've got Subhas Anandan. He was Julia Ball's defense lawyer. This is a German publication. And he told me in an interview at the time of Nguyen's execution, was the story about how he saved Julia Ball was already out there. It was in the papers, and I was asked to go there with another journalist from the Australian newspaper to question about how he could have handled Nguyen as he did with Julia Ball. And he said the Australian government were very remiss in not coming forward sooner. They came in at the 11th hour, and that was too late. It was all. So he said to us, it was like visiting a patient in the hospital who was already dead. Okay. Now, when that story got into the Australian government, he, I'm told, was denied. He said that. Okay. But amazing now, I wrote his book, the best I could, his memoirs, and he has put that very statement in his memoirs, and again criticizing the Australian government for not saving Nguyen like he saved Julia Ball. And he repeats that same thing. It was like visiting a patient in the hospital who was already dead. And so, that is proof to me that this relationship happens when there's a powerful country, one of their citizens is going to be hanged, they will save them. And Singapore will kowtow to them and give in and take the money and run.
Mr. Alan, from what you have mentioned, what you have elaborated, what the two different cases, two different outcomes, are you again saying that are you drawing this to a conclusion that there may be a hint of miscarriage of justice in that sense?
Well, yes, I think so. And if someone is on a mandatory death penalty charge, and suddenly they wipe the slate clean virtually, and say, okay, we'll give you 5, and the secret behind this thing is that, we'll just give her 5 years. When she came back into court the third time, she was all smiles because she knew her deal had been struck. When she was in the court the first time, she was sobbing in tears and manicured. Okay, and then the second time she was in court, there were more charges piled up against her. And then the third time she was in, there's only one. And then she got 5 years. And then they hanged Nguyen. They hanged Nguyen. Okay, he had no big country backing him. He had a big country behind him, but they were not prepared to save him in the same way that they knew that they could do that if they got him quick and did a government-to-government deal. This is what the thing is. This is why the judiciary is tied in with the executive. The executive tells them what to do, which is the government, which is the PAP, which is the economy.
And the influence of foreign government.
Well, yes. I mean, the German government came in and said, if our girl is hanged, the German people will be so outraged that it could cost Chancellor Schröder the election if he did nothing. Okay, there was an election that year also, but he did something, as we all know now. He got her out, he sprung her. But he lost the election anyway because he was already unpopular. And the same thing happened in Australia. John Howard was very unpopular, and more so because he did not do anything to save Nguyen. He just let it go. The day he was hanged, he went out and played a game of cricket.